XD Gale of Darkness is my favorite Pokemon game ever! I played that video game so much as a kid, and it's truly amazing!
I disagree with you, Mr. Wii. Hey, Pikachu is the best Pokemon game ever!
What, you no good Pikachu? You like-hating Pikachu? That video game is pure, unadulterated monkey trash! Pokemon XD is the best Pokemon video game ever! In my opinion, at least. Enjoy the review. Oh heck yeah! I'm wrecking the crap out of everybody with my overpowered Eternatus. I am winning at Pokemon Sword. Pokemon Sword is truly amazing, but it sure as heck doesn't compare to the older Pokemon games. You know, Pokemon Red and Blue were amazing RPGs back in the day, but when Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 came out, they were battle-oriented games. But then, in a lovely year of 2004, Pokemon Colosseum for the Nintendo Gamecube came out and had many of the amazing RPG elements that Pokemon Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, and Ruby and Sapphire had. But then, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness came out and pew! It literally evolved every single aspect of Pokemon Colosseum and literally had amazing battle system and amazing RPG elements, and even more shadow Pokemon to collect in that video game. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is like Pokemon Colosseum on steroids. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is amazing. Not just amazing, truly amazing, motherfucker. But yeah, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness I played all the time as a kid, and I can't wait to review this video game here today. So for Mr. Wii Reviews episode 34, reviewing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Man, am I so excited. Let's get this video game review started, shall we? Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the Nintendo Gamecube. This video game is a continuation of the story in Pokemon Colosseum, taking 5 years into the future. Although, you play as a different protagonist this time. Not the badass Final Fantasy clown wannabe, but instead you play as a young kid. I believe the default name he goes by is Michael. Hey, that's my name. What interesting coincidence. Now, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness has an interesting combination of Pokemon battles, and there are some new characters and returning characters. Returning characters being the likes of Mayor B and Gonza. But I actually have to say, guys, the new characters are interesting. Just like in Pokemon Colosseum, later on in this video game, it is revealed that the good guy you meet at GTM Port is indeed the mastermind behind the Shadow Pokemon scheme, Greevil, which I will talk about in the story aspect of this video game review. This video game also has even more shadow Pokemon to collect. A major criticism of Pokemon Colosseum, well, two to be exact, is that there is one stupid move called Shadow Rush, and you can only catch one shadow Pokemon per Pokemon battle, which is just lame. This Pokemon video game gives you more shadow moves, and on top of that, you can catch multiple Pokemon in the same battle which I feel evolves upon the gameplay of Pokemon Colosseum. And not only that, there are even more Shadow Pokemon to collect. Colosseum had more Johto Pokemon in my opinion, but I feel that this video game has more Kanto Pokemon when it comes to Shadow Pokemon. Not only that, this video game has a lot of new interesting areas in this game. Like Geichian Port was a new and interesting area, and Dark Isle, the final area in this Pokemon video game, was very interesting too. All in all, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness keeps things very similar to Pokemon Colosseum, in addition to adding some new and interesting additions, and I feel that is what any true sequel to any video game should do.
It took me a while. I had to use a Pokeball because I ran out of Ultra Balls. Shadow Where's Shadow Lugia? Where the frick is Shadow Lugia? Where's Shadow Lugia? He's out of my party! What's going on here? Pikachu, is this your undoing?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wii. I forgot to save your game while you were sleeping earlier. But you're still my friend, right? I really want you to be my friend. Really badly. I want you to be my friend. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
You forgot to click save? You forgot to click save, you no good Pikachu? You piece of shit! I oughta kick your ass! I'm gonna kick your ass right now, you no good Pikachu! Get over here, you piece of shit! I oughta fuck you up, boy!
Please don't hurt me, Mr. Wii. I'm very sorry. I want my very sorry. Please forgive me, Mr. Wii. Please,
Pikachu! Or I could just use the Master Ball that I bought earlier in the game. I am an idiot. I didn't know I had a Master Ball. But you still suck, Pikachu! It's time to talk about the development of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Let's talk about the development of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness now, shall we?
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is a sequel to Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum was released back in 2004, and the game was successful. In March of 2005, Reggie Fils-Aimé said that Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness would be a new Nintendo Gamecube video game, but not a sequel to Pokemon Colosseum. He said that the gameplay would be similar to Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Later on, Japanese magazines Famitsu and Koro later gave screenshots of its 3D graphics looking similar to Pokemon Colosseum. It was also revealed that it would continue having Shadow Pokemon, and the player starts with an Eevee and can evolve it into the famous 5 Eevee forms. Later on, Nintendo released 2 demos to promote the game, and this video game featured 2 Sinnoh Pokemon, Munchlax and Bonsly. All in all, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness was not only a good sequel to Pokemon Colosseum, but ended up becoming a better game than Pokemon Colosseum in my opinion. All in all, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness development history is quite interesting.
I've been playing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for 12 hours now, and I finally made it to the last area in the game, Dark Isle. This obviously won't take too long. This'll be a breeze. Okay, it's been 4 hours now that I've been on Dark Isle. I've literally had to catch 4 to 5 Shadow Pokemon per battle, and I just caught Lugia and a Master Ball, the only Master Ball I was given. All my hard work's about to pay off, because I'm about to fight Greevil and beat the game! Yeah! Let's do this! I'm gonna beat you up, Greevil! I lost. Greevil beat me. I can't beat Pokemon XD because I lost to Greevil. I can't believe it. My hard work was for waste. I couldn't do the impossible. Failed as a gamer. I'm no gamer. You know what? I've got to work hard. I've got to work harder than I've ever worked before. I'm going to Mount Battle, and I am going to get my levels up. I am going to work harder than I've ever worked before. It's time to go on a massive grinding spree. We're going to Mount Battle, baby, and I am going to beat that son of a gun Greevil.
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness takes place 5 years after the events of Pokemon Colosseum. The hero Michael is the main protagonist. Michael talks to Professor Crane, and Professor Crane talks to Michael about Shadow Pokemon. Crane gives Michael the Snag Machine, but shortly after that, the sinister and destructive force of Cypher comes and kidnaps the Professor Crane. Shortly after, Michael and his young sister meet these nice, kind people at Gatian Port. Michael must use his newly acquired snag machine to save all of the shadow Pokemon, purify them, and bring them to normal Pokemon once again. But along his journey, he must defeat the many Cypher admins to rescue the shadow Pokemon and save them from Cypher. Later on in this video game, it is revealed that those nice individuals that we saw at Geichian Port were indeed the leaders and the main villains of the Cypher organization. And Greevil holds a super powerful and destructive Shadow Lugia in captivity to cause chaos and destruction with whatever is in his very path. At the end of this Pokemon video game, Michael battles the evil and sinister Greevil and defeats him, and defeats the main and sinister organization of Cypher. And I must say this, the ending scene really tears me up every single time. After Greevil is defeated, we really get an emotional scene with Greevil and his two highest up admins, and they decide to disband the group of Cypher once and for all. I really have to say that this ending scene, I feel, is one of the most emotional and greatest moments that I have seen in a Pokemon game. And honestly, I really wholeheartedly mean this. Look at this. Damn. Just wow. All in all, I really like the story of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. It is really a great continuation of the story of Pokemon Colosseum, and I actually like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness' story a lot more than Pokemon Colosseum. I feel that the story in XD Gale of Darkness was more engaging than Colosseum, but Pokemon Colosseum's story was still amazing too. But if I were to compare the two, I definitely enjoy Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness' story a lot more. It really mixes a diverse combination of both fun and interesting characters, but all in all, the story of Pokemon XD is one of the best stories I've ever seen in a video game and Pokemon game, and I wholeheartedly mean that. I'm gonna talk about the gameplay of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness! Yeah! The gameplay of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is very enjoyable. In the beginning of the game, you start out with Eevee, and Eevee can evolve into 5 different forms. This I feel is really nice because in the start of the game, you have the freedom to pick any Eevee form you like. Me personally, I feel that Espeon is the best choice of all of them. This game has even more Shadow Pokemon to collect, adding more ideas for team possibilities. Like I have stated earlier in this video game review, this game has even more Kanto Shadow Pokemon to collect, but you also have Hoenn and Johto Shadow Pokemon as well. At the very start of the game, you have the ability to go to Mount Battle, but at certain areas, the levels jump a lot, and I mean in the first area it was like level 10 or level 15. By the third area, the person had a freaking level 29 Raichu. What the heck? But I feel that's the game's way of encouraging you to progress through the game, then come back later on, which I feel in my opinion is a good incentive. Now Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness has a lot of new Cypher add-ins to fight, and you get even returning characters like Mirabee and Gonzab. Most of the Cypher add-ins really didn't give me much difficulty. Throughout the game, you get a lot of Shadow Pokemon, and I mean you'll be catching a lot of them. So stocking up on Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls is vital in my opinion. Now Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness tries to add new areas in addition to have most of the old areas in the video game. I would say that only 30% of this video game has new areas, and unfortunately it's a shame because Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, while it offers so much new content, whenever I play it I can't but think I'm playing Pokemon Colosseum. The old areas are nearly identical with a few new landmarks introduced. I understand that this game is a sequel, but at times I feel the old areas really stand out the same or identical compared to Pokemon Colosseum, and it's unfortunate in my opinion. I know that wasn't the developer's intentions when making this video game, but that's just how Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness comes across in my opinion. This game lets you connect to the Game Boy Advance games, and I feel that's really cool. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Pokemon Emerald. Now, when it comes to the main areas in Pokemon XD Gale Darkness and catching Shadow Pokemon and just the Pokemon battles, none of the main areas in this video game really gave me too much difficulty. The Shadow Pokemon Lab was pretty easy, and the Shadow Pyramid place was a little difficult but nothing too overwhelming. It isn't until the last area in this video game, Dark Isle. Holy shit, is this area difficult. Like I have stated earlier in this video game review, the last few battles let you capture like 5 to 6 Shadow Pokemon per battle, really increasing the game's difficulty, and in my opinion, I feel that Dark Isle is way too damn long in my opinion as well. When I played this video game, I could have sworn it took me over 3 hours to complete this entire area. That I feel is really unnecessary to stretch it out that long. Now, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness really includes some awesome Shadow Pokemon to collect. I really think it's cool that you could capture Shadow Lugia, and spoiler alert, you can actually purify Shadow Lugia. How cool. Not only that, Greevil actually has an Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And like I said before, this video game has a lot of good Shadow Pokemon to collect, like Salamence, Poliwrath, and Electabuzz, and Gateon Port and the Shadow Pyramid areas were really some nice new additions when it comes to new areas in Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. I like Pokemon XD Gale Darkness too because when it comes to grinding levels, Mount Battle I feel is a very convenient resource to level up my Pokemon. I feel that going through battles to get my levels up really comes in handy when I was playing this video game as a teenager. And when I was younger too, I would transfer my Game Boy Advance Pokemon just to train them and level them up. And like I have stated before, the story in Pokemon XD Gale Darkness I feel is excellent, and I give it the edge over Pokemon Colosseum's story. The idea of having a super powerful Shadow Lugia is a really cool concept in my opinion. All in all, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness offers a lot in terms of its gameplay and story, and I feel that's truly awesome. What are my final thoughts about Pokemon XD Gale Darkness? Wow, I could remember when I was 11 years old, walking into Blockbuster, renting Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, and playing it for hours on end the entire weekend. I've played a lot of Pokemon video games over the years. Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon Gold and Silver, the Mystery Dungeon video games, Pokemon Colosseum, Battle Revolution, Diamond and Pearl. But honestly, out of all of them, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness is easily the top 5 when it comes to my favorite Pokemon video games. Pokemon XD Gale Darkness just has an amazing story. The gameplay has been improved from Pokemon Colosseum. And yes, this game does add new areas, and the new areas in this video game are quite impressive. All in all, Pokemon XD Gale Darkness is truly one of the best video games I've ever played. And it's a shame because games like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Sword I feel aren't as good as the classics like Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. Anyhow, the final score that I am going to give Pokemon XD Gale Darkness is a 10 out of 10. This game is truly amazing, and if you guys are younger or haven't experienced video games like this, I highly recommend this video game. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching this video game review, and I'll catch you later. Adios!